Imagine waking up to a garden gasping for life. Your hose spitting dust instead of water. All because some power-hungry HOA busybody decided your refusal to pay bogus fees deserved a death sentence in triple-digit Texas heat. That's exactly what hit Jake Harlan one scorched July morning in the manicured hell of Willow Creek Estates, a supposedly idyllic suburb outside Dallas where every lawn was measured and every mailbox matched, or else. But Jake, a quiet ex-plumber in his late 50s, wasn't about to wilt like his tomatoes. Oh no. He was plotting a flush that would expose the whole rotten system. It started innocently enough. Or so it seemed. Jake had moved into his modest 2-acre lot 5 years back. A holdout parcel smack in the middle of the sprawling development. Free from HOA clutches thanks to a grandfather deed his lawyer swore was bulletproof. He kept to himself, tinkering in his garage, nursing a vegetable patch that was his pride. Then came the letters from Marge Wilkins, the HOA president, a plump, perpetually pursed-lipped woman who patrolled the neighborhood like a self-appointed sheriff, clipboard in hand, enforcing rules like no visible garden gnomes with the zeal of a cult leader. The first notice demanded $7,200 in annual dues for community enhancements Jake never used: the pristine clubhouse pool, the gated tennis courts, the fake waterfalls that gurgled mockingly across the fence. It's for the greater good, the letter cooed in that fopolite font. Jake politely declined, attaching his deed. But Marge wasn't having it. Whispers spread like weeds. At the next block party, which Jake skipped, Marge cornered neighbors over lemonade, sighing dramatically. Poor Jake's refusing to chip in. You know, it's selfish. Really. What if the whole system fails because of one bad apple? Soon, Jake's phone buzzed with texts from folks he'd waved to. Pay up, man, or you're dragging us all down. A flyer appeared in mailboxes, yellow as a coward streak, labeling him a freeloader threatening our water security. Jake bit his tongue, watching from his porch as Marge's minivan cruised by, her beady eyes scanning for infractions. Inside, though, he was mapping pipes like a chessboard, recalling blueprints from his old job. Let them stew, he muttered to his wilting basil. But when the pressure dropped that fateful day, he knew playtime was over. Fuming, Jake traced the line to his front yard, a clean slice through the PVC, water pooling uselessly in the dirt, with Marge's violation notice pinned nearby like a trophy. Noncompliance leads to suspension of privileges, it read. He dialed the water company, only to get a bored clerk. Sir, that's HOA-managed infrastructure. Civil matter. Local plumbers hung up mid-sentence. Can't cross Marge. Buddy, she's got the contracts locked. Even his attorney groaned. We can sue, but it'll take months. Pay and refund later. Jake hung up, the heat pressing like a vice. That evening, more calls flooded in, angry neighbors accusing him of sabotage. You're the problem, Harlan, one barked. Jake smiled thinly into the receiver. Talk to your queen bee. But as the sun set, he unearthed an old survey map from his files, spotting a buried gem, a master shutoff valve, relic of the 80s development flop, nestled firmly on his turf, feeding the entire enclave's thirsty sprawl. Dawn broke with Jake armed, not with rage, but a rusty wrench and a plan. He pried open the overgrown vault in his backyard, the iron wool creaking like Marge's excuses. One twist, and he'd dry up her empire, the sparkling fountains, the overwatered lawns, the clubhouse spa where she held court. But he gave her rope first, mailing a certified notice, unauthorized use of my infrastructure noted. Access revoked in 48 hours unless negotiated. Marge's reply? A scoffing voicemail. Mr. Harlan, this is ridiculous. We're maintaining order here. Pay your share, or face the community. Her voice dripped honey over venom. But Jake heard the crack, fear of losing her throne. The hammer fell at sunrise. Jake turned the valve with a satisfying grind, the rush fading to silence. By 8 a.m., chaos erupted. Sprinklers fizzled, pools stagnated. Guests at the exclusive clubhouse, really a glorified money pit, howled as showers sputtered. Marge's phone exploded. She stormed Jake's gate, red-faced and huffing. "Turn it on, you monster. This is extortion," she shrieked, fanning herself with another yellow sheet. "We're a community, not your playground." Jake leaned on his fence. Calm as Drought. "Community? You cut my line first, Marge. And funny, your books show dues funding your personal retreats. Taxman might love that." Her eyes bulged, the mask slipping. "How dare you, Snoop? This is for everyone's benefit." Neighbors gathered, murmuring. One piped up, "Wait, she's pocketing our money." The crowd turned, shouts flew. "Fix it, Marge. Resign." Sheriff arrived, hat in hand. "Civil dispute," he ruled after Jake's evidence dump. Marge fled the meeting that night amid boos, her empire crumbling as audits loomed. By week's end, plumbers, now free agents, reconnected Jake gratis. The HOA reformed, fees slashed, Marge ousted and probed for fraud. Jake's garden revived, greener than ever. So, was Jake the villain for flipping the switch, or the hero who drowned a despot? Drop your verdict below. Who's really thirsty for justice?